Thank you, Laurel and Tyler Thompson. Great job, guys. Okay, so we do have a few more speakers to go, and I just want to remind the remainder of speakers that are going to speak, please just keep it to about 10 minutes because we're running a little short on time. So just maintain your speeches to about 10 minutes, and then we're going to have to unfortunately come up here, okay, guys? So, okay, our next speaker is from the National Citizens Alliance. He is most famous, most well-known for making his 5G videos going around Calgary and detecting where all this 5G emissions are coming from. He will be talking about the Great Reset as well as 5G. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is Stephen Garvey.
Yeah!
Thank you, Ryan. Ryan was right at the beginning. All you have the power. Understand that. We're just a vehicle up here. It's up to you. All your activism, everything you do is going to come down to that, as it should. Never lose sight of that. And that's what Ryan started with. And Mark Donnelly, he's correct too. We have entered a period of tyranny, and I'm going to talk about it with the Great Reset and tie it into 5G and explain why NCA is focused on that, but we're not only focused on that. This is home for me, coming back home in some ways. I went to UBC about 20 years ago. I studied political science, and I never thought I'd be standing here today. But life is full of surprises. The truth, knowledge will empower you. Remember that. Ignorance is bliss only until reality sets in. Here today, it's a big group, but we're a small minority. We need to reach out to other people. There's a majority out there. I was doing a 5G video the other day. I wasn't wearing a mask. I support people's right to wear them, but don't force me to wear them, right? People were running from me in Calgary. Running. I couldn't understand it. I just wanted to talk to them. They were running. That's the majority right now. Remember that. They're afraid. They're afraid. They're programmed. And we got to reach them because they are deciding things. The Great Reset. Remember Trudeau. The truth came out. And that's the only single thing I like about Trudeau and the Liberals is that they're pretty transparent and honest about their agenda. But he got pushed back, and then he said it's a conspiracy. So they showed their true crooked colors. The Great Reset, mistake not, is UN Agenda 2030. UN Agenda 2030 is connected to UN Agenda 21. This Great Reset is leading to what Trudeau said when he first came in at Davos, the fourth industrial revolution. Bogus. That's bullshit. What it is an AI technocracy on a global scale and a national scale across the country. 5G, 6G, 7G, whatever, 10G is a technological gateway. This is all about self-driving cars, AIs, drones, AI machines. It's not about any of you. We're going to lose up to 40% of our jobs through this transformation, they call it. UN Agenda 2030, go look it up, the transformation. That's what's going on. That's the truth of it. And guess what? It's been going on for about 50 years. We've been asleep. We've been programmed by the fake media and fake alternative media. Do not get fooled. Who's talking about these issues that I'm talking about? Question and be aware of your environment. That's what we do. And we got the cabal looking down on us right there. Look at that. There it is. One of them, Bill Gates, looking down on us. 5G. There's serious health concerns. We've done readings, over 100 readings throughout the country. We have activists doing it. I was just at the Vancouver International Airport. There's 4 towers there. They're 20 feet above the ground. The meter was completely maxed out. It was over 31 volts per meter. Higher, but that's the peak on the meter I was using last night. At 28.5 volts per meter, free radicals are released. Free radicals lead to cancer, heart disease, you name it. At 4.76 volts per meter, there's DNA breaks. This is reality, everyone. In downtown Calgary, there's a lot of rooftop towers. Is this part of a depopulation? A soft kill? It's happening, I'm telling you. And they've only started the 5G deployment. They got the satellites going up, SpaceX. China just sent up 6G satellites. We're heading into a global national AI technocracy run by these globalist cabal. Globalist cabal, and it's not just the liberals. In 1992, when it started, it was the so-called conservatives that adopted UN Agenda 21, 1992 at the Earth Summit. In 2015, it was the so-called conservatives that adopted UN Agenda 2030. And I'd like to get Rebel News to mention that because they somehow ignore that fact and blame Trudeau for everything when there's an establishment cabal behind it. Let's face it, everyone. You guys are all awake, so I see a lot of people shaking here, but this is the truth. We're heading into, to build off what Mark Donnelly said, because he gets it, he's smart, he understands, he was very sincere and courageous today. This is I'm going to add on it, this is a global tyranny, national tyranny like we've never seen. Globalism, NWO, whatever you want to call it, the cabal. These plans have been probably in full gears, I would say, since World War II. This has nothing to do with democracy. Democracy is a joke in Canada, let's face it. It's a facade. Political sellouts, all kinds of fake media, fake alternative media that's linked to Coke. We talk about Source, but start looking into Koch brother. The Atlas Network. Dig deep, everyone. It's not what it seems on the surface, trust me. I'm starting to connect the dots. Big time on this. And one thing I'm seeing recently, you know, the lib conservative, they're basically identical. So what I'm seeing now is the so-called conservatives. They got to lie and deceive, because otherwise they're the same. So they're pretending that they oppose the Great Reset. They're pretending they're questioning COVID, yet we saw recently that they're pushing vaccines even faster. What's in the vaccines? But this is coming down to survival, everyone. We all know it. I talked to one guy in Alberta, an oil executive. He called me up. It was kind of grim. He was telling me, well, why do you do what you do? Well, I care about the people. I have a strong sense of civic duty. He says I should just care about myself and just let people perish. That's how harsh it's becoming, everyone. This isn't made up. Fact check everything I'm saying. 5G, we're not against technology, trust us. But I've been to towers that would make you cringe. I was just at one in Calgary, in a place called Signal Hill. There was a playground there called Toddler Town. 3 pretty disturbing towers. Short, stubby, 30 feet off the ground. Look at the video on NCA. The meter in little Toddler Town, completely maxed out. Completely. France, Russia, praise to them. They put restrictions in schools now on EMF radiation. You can't have a cell phone in the school. No towers nearby. Praise to them, and we give them recognition, right? In Canada, nothing. This is the cabal. They're in bed with the telecommunication industry. I call it telecommunication oligarchy. It's all premised on no liability. They don't want to admit a single, not even a little tiny liability. So what that means, our public health, you, me, the public, don't matter. Profit, greed, power. These people are sick. They're beyond sick. These technocrats, like Klaus from the World Economic Forum. One thing I don't know, did they bring the COVID to bring this on, or did they use it? I'm kind of sitting on the fence. It doesn't matter at this stage, does it? But please care for your family. Take this 5G stuff seriously. I know too much about it now. It's scary stuff. And we got a 5G flyer if anyone wants more information on it. We're under shadow ban now, probably over 2 months on Facebook. So please share. It's the cabal again. The establishment cabal. And don't get fooled. That Rempel Gardner, fake conservative, and I'm not here to attack people, but I stick to the facts. She was young. She was awarded Young Globalist of the Year in 2016 by guess who? The World Economic Forum. What more do you need to know? But I'm concerned about all the sheep out there. The majority, this is going to get worse. Everyone, this is going to get worse. We're providing you with the factual information. Please share it and check out nationalcitizensalliance.ca. Thank you.